नमस्कार। मैं हूँ रश्मि चौधरी एंड वेलकम टू दिस वीडियो सीरीज। यहाँ हम कवर करेंगे नितिन सिंघानिया की आर्ट एंड कल्चर की फिफ्थ एडिशन, जो कि लेटेस्ट एडिशन है। इस किताब को हम थॉरली रीड करेंगे, जहाँ ज़रूरत पड़ेगी समझाएंगे भी, और साथ ही यूपीएससी और स्टेट पीएससीज में आए हुए प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करेंगे। इस सीरीज में एक वीडियो 30 से 35 मिनट्स की होगी, बट इफेक्टिव होगी। 40 से 45 लेक्चर्स में पूरी किताब कवर हो जाएगी। अगर आपने ये सीरीज 3 से 4 बार देख ली तो बिल्कुल ये किताब आपके दिमाग में छप जाएगी एंड योर एक्यूरेसी विल डेफिनेटली इंक्रीज। ऑल्सो आपका रिवीजन काफी आसान हो जाएगा। तो अगर आपको रिवीजन के साथ साथ वैल्यू एडिशन भी करना है तो ये सीरीज पूरी फॉलो करें। आपको बस अपने पास ये किताब रख कर मुझे सुनना है और इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स मार्क करने हैं। सो विदाउट एनी फर्दर डिले लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड।
हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल घटना सूत्र। यहाँ हम कवर कर रहे हैं नितिन सिंघानिया की आर्ट एंड कल्चर की फिफ्थ एडिशन की किताब, जो कि लेटेस्ट एडिशन है। और हमने 21 चैप्टर 21 चैप्टर्स कंप्लीट कर लिए ऑलरेडी। आज हम स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं विद आवर 22nd चैप्टर, विच इज साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी थ्रू द एजेस। तो पढ़ते हैं। इंट्रोडक्शन। The spiritual development at the corners of Indian subcontinent has been prevailing since ancient times, and many foreign nations have been enamored of it. The invaders of this nation, including Greeks, Persian, Huns, and Mongols, embraced many Indian religions such as Buddhism, Jainism, and Hinduism. India also has a fair share in enriching the world's material culture, be it distillation of perfumes, making of dyes, extraction of sugar, weaving of cotton, and even the techniques of algebra and algorithm, the concept of zero, the technique of surgery, the concept of atoms and relativity, the herbal system of medicine, the technique of alchemy, the smelting of metals, the game of chess, martial arts, and karate, etc., can be found in ancient times, and evidences indicate that they might have originated here. ठीक है. This points to the fact that India carries a rich legacy of scientific ideas. This chapter discusses the various areas of contribution by scientists from various parts of India. एक एक करके पढ़ते हैं. मैथमेटिक्स से स्टार्ट करेंगे. Also called गणित by the general name, it includes arithmetic, पठन गणित, अंक गणित, algebra, बीज गणित, geometry, रेखा गणित, astronomy, खगोल शास्त्र, astrology, ज्योतिष. ठीक है. Between 1000 BC to 1000 AD, a number of treatises on mathematics were authored by Indian mathematicians, which relate to the above mentioned areas. The techniques of algebra and the concept of zero probably originated in India. The town planning of Harappa indicates that the people in those times had a good knowledge of measurement and geometry. The use of geometric patterns also can also be found in the temples in the form of geometrical motifs. Bijganit means the other mathematics, as the word bij means another or second, and Ganit means mathematics. The fact that this name was chosen for this system of computation implies that it was recognized as a parallel system of computation, different from the conventional one, which was used since long and was still then the only one. It led to the view of the existence of mathematics in the Vedic literature. Sorry. uh, which was also shorthand method of computation. The earliest book on mathematics was Shul Bas Shulva Sutra. ठीक है. Shulva Sutra, written by Bodhayana, पूछ सकता है ये एग्जाम में, around 6th century BC. There is a mention of formula of the square root of 2 and even some concepts very similar to Pythagorean theorem in the Shulva Sutra. It also contains geometry related to fire altar construction. अब है Apastham. In the 2nd century BC, introduced the concept of practical geometry involving acute angle, obtuse angles, right angles. This knowledge of angles helped in the construction of fire altars in those times. अब हम बात करेंगे वेरी ग्रेट आर्यभट्टा के बारे में. 1476 to 550 AD. आर्यभट्टा अराउंड 499 AD wrote आर्यभट्टिया. इनकी बुक का नाम है I'm so sorry, in which the concept of mathematics as well as astronomy were explicitly mentioned. The book written in Sanskrit had four sections. क्या क्या है? Gitika Pad presents large units of time. Example, Kalp and Yug. Ganit Pad covers mensuration, arithmetic, geometry, etc. Kalakriya Pad determines position of planets, etc. Gola Pad, Earth's shape, cause behind the day and night, features of ecliptic, etc. अब एक क्वेश्चन जो आया हुआ है यूपीपीसीएस 2014 में, प्लीज आप नोट कर लिए. आर्यभट्ट इन्वेंटेड द डेसिमल प्लेस वैल्यू. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग टू नोट. स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन में ये सब आ जाते हैं. Astronomy was also called Khagol Shastra in those days. Khagol was a famous astronomical laboratory in Nalanda, Bihar, where Aryabhatta studied. In Aryabhatta's book, the aim of studying astronomy were to get the accuracy of calendars, to know about climate and rainfall patterns, navigation, to look at the horoscopes, to understand about the tides and stars. This helped in crossing deserts and seas by indicating the direction during night times. अब आर्यभट्टा in his book stated that the earth is round and rotates on its own axis. अब ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है बीपीएससी 2018 में. प्लीज हाईलाइट द स्टेटमेंट. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. He formulated the area of the triangle and discovered algebra. अब ये सब भी पूछा जा सकता है. The value of pi given by Aryabhatta is much more accurate than that given by the Greeks. The Jyotish part of Aryabhatiya also deals with astronomical definitions, method of determining the true position of the planets, movement of the sun and the moon, and the calculation of eclipses. In his book, the reasons for the eclipses given are that lunar eclipse occurs when the shadow of Earth falls on the moon while rotating on its own axis, and when the moon's shadow falls on the Earth, it results in solar eclipse. However, the orthodox theory previously explained that it was a process where the demon swallowed the planet. Thus, we can say that Aryabhatta's theory were a distinct department from the orthodox theories of astrology, and it stressed on scientific explanations than on beliefs. It is to be noted that Arabs called mathematics Hindi Sat, or the Indian art, which was learnt by them from India. The whole Western world is indebted to India in this respect. ठीक है. ब्रह्मगुप्त 598 to 668 AD. अब इनका रिलेशन मैथमेटिक्स से है. ये क्वेश्चन सीएसई 1996 एंड बीपीएससी 2023 अभी अभी में पूछा गया है. तो प्लीज नोट दिस केयरफुली. ब्रह्मगुप्त 7th century AD in his book Brahmasputra Siddhanta mentioned zero as a number. ठीक है. In this book, he also introduced negative numbers and described them as deaths and positive numbers as fortunes. It also contained first clear description of quadratic formula. The concept of zero or shunya is derived from the concept of void. The concept of void existed in Hindu philosophy, hence the derivation of a symbol for it. The concept of Shunya influenced Southeast Asian culture through the Buddhist concept of nirvana, attaining salvation by merging into a void of eternity. ठीक है. In the 8th to 9th century AD, there was a famous Persian polymath, Al Khwarizmi, who produced vastly influential works in mathematics, astronomy, and geography. In his famous treatise Al-Jabr, book on algebra, he presented the first systematic solution of linear quadratic equations. He extensively wrote about the mathematical discipline of algorithm. अब ये क्वेश्चन मैं हाईलाइट यहाँ पे नहीं कर पाई, भूल गई यहाँ पे. तो आप नोट कर लो, ये क्वेश्चन सीबीएस 2019 का है. प्लीज नोट दिस डाउन. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इन हिज बुक अल जबर, which later became popular in European countries. In the 9th century AD, Al-Kindi was an Arab philosopher, polymath, mathematician, physician, and musician, and is hailed as the father of Arab philosophy for his contribution to mathematics. Al-Kindi played an important role in introducing Indian numerals to the Islamic world, and subsequently relabeled as Arabic numerals to the Christian world along with Al-Khwarizmi. In the 9th century AD, Mahavicharya uh, wrote Ganit Sara Sangra. It is the earliest Indian text entirely dedicated to mathematics. अब ये क्योंकि एक फैक्ट बता दिया कि अर्लीस्ट इंडियन टेक्स्ट है तो ये इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है किसने लिखा है महाविचार्य ने in his book, he described in detail about algebra concepts such as equilateral and isosceles triangle, rhombus, circle, etc. He was patronized by Rashtrakuta king Amogh Varsha. अब भास्कर वन की बात करेंगे. भास्कर वन was a 7th century mathematician who wrote Aryabhatiya Bhashya related to mathematics and astronomy. The Hindu decimal system was with a circle of zero. Uh, Circle for zero was first mentioned by Bhaskar I. He also provided a unique, remarkable rational approximation of the sine function in his commentary over Aryabhata's work. ISRO launched Bhaskar I satellite in 1979 ordering the mathematician. अब हम भास्कराचार्य या फिर भास्कर टू की बात करेंगे जो कि 1114 से 1118 एडी के बीच में एक्टिव थे. तो ही वॉज अ लीडिंग मैथमेटिशियन. अब ये क्वेश्चन सीएससी 1993 में पूछा जा चुका है कि इनका रिलेशन मैथमेटिक्स से है. इन द 12th century AD, his book सिद्धांत शिरोमणि is divided into four sections: लीलावती, बीजगणित, गोलाध्याय और ग्रह गणित. अब लीलावती डीलिंग विद अरिथमेटिक, ये क्वेश्चन ये बुक किसने लिखी है या फिर ये किससे एसोसिएटेड है? ये क्वेश्चन भास्कर टू से एसोसिएटेड है. ये क्वेश्चन यूपीपीसीएस 2017 का है. एंड बीज गणित किससे एसोसिएटेड है? ये क्वेश्चन यूपीपीसीएस 2002 का है. प्लीज ध्यान रखें, बाकी दोनों से आया नहीं, आ सकता है. चक्रवात method or the cyclic method to solve algebraic equation was introduced by him in his book Leelavati in the 19th century. James Taylor translated Leelavati and made it known to the people across the world. Extract from Leelavati क्या क्या है? Whilst making love, a necklace broke, a row of pearl mislaid, one sixth fell on the floor, one fifth upon the bed. The young women saved one third of them, one tenth were caught by her lover. If six pearls remained upon the string, how many pearls were there altogether? ठीक है. In the medieval period, Narayan Pandit produced works of mathematics which include uh, Ganit Kaumudi and uh, Bij Ganit Vatamsa. ठीक है. नीलाकंठ सोमायाजी wrote Tantra Samgra, an astronomical treatise which also contains the rules of trigonometric functions. Leelavati was translated into Persian by Faizi in the court of Akbar. Moreover, Akbar ordered to make mathematics as a subject of study in the education system during those times. In the field of astronomy, Firoz Shah Tughlaq established an observatory in Delhi and Firoz Shah Bahamani at Daulatabad. The court astronomer of Firoz Shah Bahamani, Mahendra Suri, invented an astronomical instrument known as Yantraj. ठीक है. सवाई जय सिंह set up 5 astronomical observatories. कहाँ दिल्ली, जयपुर, वाराणसी, उज्जैन and मथुरा. मेडिसिन की अगर हम बात करें तो ड्यूरिंग द वैदिक पीरियड अश्विनी कुमार्स were the practitioners of medicine and were given the divine status. Dhanvantari was the god of Ayurveda medicine. Atharva Veda was the first book where a mention about the disease, its cure and medicines can be found. अब अथर्व वेदा का रिलेशन मेडिसिन से है, ये एमपीपीसीएस 1999 में क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है. According to it, the diseases were caused by demons and spirits entering into the human body and it can be cured by magical charms and spells. अब ये बुक अथर्व वेदा चार्म्स एंड स्पेल से रिलेटेड है. ये क्वेश्चन जेपीएससी 2011 का है. तो आप देख रहे हो हर एक स्टेटमेंट से एक क्वेश्चन आ जा रहा है. अथर्व वेदा मेंशन क्योर्स फॉर मेनी disease which include diarrhea, sores, cough, leprosy, fever and seizure. However, the era of practical and more rational cure of diseases emerged around 600 BC. Takshila and Varanasi emerged as the centers for medicinal learning. अब हम बात करेंगे आयुर्वेदा के बारे में. तो द ओरिजिन ऑफ आयुर्वेदा डेट्स बैक टू वैदिक एरा. Most material relating to the health and diseases are available in Atharva Veda. Historians claim that Ayurveda is a part of Atharva Veda. और ये क्वेश्चन यूपीपीसीएस 1994 का है कि आयुर्वेदा किसका पार्ट है, अथर्ववेदा या फिर कि किससे एसोसिएटेड है, अथर्ववेदा से. The earliest codified document on Ayurveda is Charak Samhita. Another codified document is Shushrut Samhita. Before them, Athreya and his pupil Agnivesa had already dealt with principles of Ayurveda way back in 6th century BC. From around 500 BC to 500 AD, there was a compilation of different parts of Ayurveda. The 8 parts of Ayurveda include Kaya Chikitsa, therapeutics, Salya Tantra, major surgery, Salakya Tantra, minor surgery, Bhuta Vidya, demonology, uh, Kaumara Bharatya Tantra, pediatrics, Agada Tantra, toxicology, Rasayan Tantra, geriatrics, and Vajikarana Tantra, vilification. The theories of Ayurveda were also applied to the plants and animals. There are medical treatises on plant life, Vriksha Ayurveda, horses, Avay Ayurveda, Avayu Ayurveda, uh, elephants, Hastya Ayurveda, bovine species, Gava Ayurveda. ठीक है. The spread of Ayurveda in Arab countries as well as in other parts of the world is evident from different Ayurvedic texts or their translation found there. The Sushruta Samhita was translated under the title of Kitab Samural Hindi. ठीक है. Ali ibn Zain translated the Charak Samhita under the name Sarag. ठीक है. And let's discuss in detail the two important treatises. चरक संहिता deals with आयुर्वेद by चरक, father of आयुर्वेद. अब चरक का रिलेशन किससे है? मेडिसिन से. आयुर्वेद इज मेडिसिन बेसिकली. तो ये क्वेश्चन सीएससी 1996, बीपीएससी 2023 एंड एमपीपीसीएस 1993 सब में पूछा जा चुका है. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नोट दिस रिलेशन, आपको हमेशा याद रखना है. सुश्रुत संहिता डील्स विद सर्जरी बाय सुश्रुत, फादर ऑफ सर्जरी. अब पढ़ते हैं चरक संहिता में. सबसे पहले तो इसमें 120 चैप्टर्स विच आर डिवाइडेड इनटू 18 सेक्शंस. ठीक है. ये आया हुआ है क्वेश्चन यूपीपीसीएस 2023 में कि इसमें कितने चैप्टर्स हैं, कितने सेक्शंस हैं. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नोट. चरक संहिता mainly deals with use of plants and herbs for medicinal purposes. In a way, it mainly deals with Ayurveda as a science whose description is divided into 8 books. In Charak Samhita, extensive notes on digestion, metabolism, and immune system is written. Charak emphasizes that the functioning of a human body depends on three doshas, bile, phlegm, and wind. These doshas are produced with the help of blood, flesh, and marrow, and an imbalance between three doshas makes the body sick. Drugs can be used to restore this balance. Charak, in his book, has put more emphasis on prevention rather than cure. Genetics also finds a mention in Charak Samhita. Shushrut Samhita, Shushrut deals with the practical problems of surgery and obstetrics. Shushrut क्या है? Shushrut composed the Ayurvedic thematic composition during गुप्ता पीरियड. और ये क्वेश्चन बीपीएससी 2019 एंड सीएससी 1996 में आया हुआ है. प्लीज नोट दिस डाउन. Shushruta studies anatomy in great detail with the aid of human dead body. His forte was mainly rhinoplasty, plastic surgery, and ophthalmology, ejection of cataract. ठीक है. Surgery was termed as Shastra Karma during those times. The book Shushrut Samhita records in detail the steps to be taken for the performance of surgery. In this field, one of the greatest contributions of Shushrut was rhinoplasty, which means restoration of mutilated nose through plastic surgery. The ejection of cataracts from eye was done by Shushrut with ease and using simple surgical tools. Hence, it can be inferred that India also saw the best developments in medicine when compared to the world. The Buddhist monks from India took the Ayurveda system to Tibet and China. The translation of two books also took part in Arabic languages. Even the Greeks were influenced by Indian medicines during the Indo-Greek rule in India in 180 BC to 10 AD. In the medieval period, Sarangdhara Samhita, written in 13th century, emphasized on the use of opium in medicines and for urine examination in laboratories. The Chikitsa system dealt with the treatment of diseases using mineral medicines. The Unani system of medicine came to India with the book Firdaus al-Hikmah written by Ali ibn Rabban. ठीक है आगे पढ़ते हैं ऑल्टरनेटिव सिस्टम्स ऑफ मेडिसिन आयुर्वेद के बारे में हमने पढ़ लिया ऑलरेडी योगा कल पढ़ा था फिर से पढ़ेंगे योगा ओरिजिनेटेड इन इंडिया एंड वाज प्रोपाउंडेड बाय सेज पतंजलि अराउंड 150 बीसी अब पतंजलि का योगा से एसोसिएशन है ये यूपीपीसीएस 1997 एंड 2007 में पूछा गया है इट वर्क्स ऑन द लेवल ऑफ one's body mind emotion and energy yoga generally has four broad classification karma yoga utilize the body Jnana Yoga utilize the mind, Bhakti Yoga utilize the emotion, Kriya Yoga utilize the energy. UNESCO inscribed yoga in the representative list of intangible cultural heritage in 2016. Next is Unani. This medical tradition of medieval Islam was introduced in 13th century AD with the establishment of Delhi Sultanate. It was further developed during the Mughal Empire. The system was Greek Hellenistic origin, has Greek Hellenistic origin Alauddin Khilji gave royal patronage to Unani system. Many Hakims were there in his court. In Unani, there are various means of treating patients like diet, pharmacotherapy, exercise, massage, and surgery. One of the most popular methods of treatment practiced by Unani physicians is regimental therapy, Ilaj bil Tadbir. ठीक है नेक्स्ट इज सिद्धा this system originated in South India. Siddha term is derived from the word siddhi, which means perfection or an object to be attained. As per Siddha system, the human body is composed of 96 tattvas or basic principles. Siddha system uses various herbs, animal or inorganic chemical compounds such as sulfur and mercury for treating diseases. Practitioners are called siddhas and Nandhisar is considered the first Siddha and Guru of all Siddhas. Presently, it is largely practiced in southern Indian states, mainly Tamil Nadu. Nekuri or oil drop test of urine is a unique method of Siddha system of medicine for urine examination. Next is homeopathy. The term homeopathy is derived from the Greek word homois and pathos means similar and suffering respectively. After originating in Germany, it was introduced in India around 1810 to 1839. Homeopathy is based on the law of healing, similia similibus curenter, meaning likes are cured by likes. Homeopathy treatment is popular for diseases of chronic or prolonged nature. Next is Rigpa. It is the oldest living, well-documented medical tradition of the world. Yuthong Yunten Gonpo from Tibet is believed to be the father of Soba Rigpa. The term means science of healing. It is commonly known as Amchi system of medicine. Uh, Gyud Z for Tantra is the fundamental text related to Soba Rigpa. The majority of theory and practice of Soba Rigpa is similar to Ayurveda. It is widely practiced in Tibet, parts of China, Himalayan regions of India, Nepal, Bhutan, Russia, and Mongolia. Dharmshala in Himachal Pradesh and Ladakh region are the main centers for Soga Rigpa institutions in India. Next, we'll talk about physics and chemistry. From the Vedic times, the materials on Earth have been classified into Panchabhutas. These Panchabhutas were identified with human senses of perception. Earth, Prithvi with smell, fire, Agni with vision, air, Maya with feeling, water, Apa with taste, ether, Akash with sound. It has been perceived that the material world comprises of these five elements. The Buddhist philosophers who came later rejected ether as one of the elements and replaced it with life, joy, and sorrow. Philosophers were of the view that except ether, all other four were physically palpable and therefore uh, com- comprised minuscule particles of matter. The last minuscule matter, which could not be further subdivided, was called Parmanu. Uh, there are five different types of Parmanu for five different elements, hence, it can be inferred that Indian philosophers conceived the idea of splitting an atom. Indian philosophers Kannad and Pakuda Katyayana in 6th century BC first coined the idea of atoms and the material world being constituted of atom. Kannada explained the material world is made up of kana, which cannot be seen through human organ. They cannot be further subdivided and are indestructible, as even said by the modern atomic theory. केमिस्ट्री की अगर हम बात करें तो द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ केमिस्ट्री इन इंडिया वाज इन फेज थ्रू एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन. The areas of application of chemistry were metallurgy, smelting of metals, distillation of perfumes, making of dyes and pigments, extraction of sugar, production of paper, production of gunpowder, casting of cannons, etc. In India, chemistry was called Rasayan Shastra, Rasa Tantra, Rasa Vidya, Raskriya, all of which mean science of liquids. Chemical laboratories were called Rasakriya Shala and chemists were referred to as Rasadanya. The development of metallurgy started in India from the Bronze Age. In fact, the progress from the Bronze Age to Iron Age to the present owes a great contribution to developments in metallurgy. In the area of smelting of metals, Indians had an expertise in extraction of metals from ore and its casting. It is possible that India had borrowed the idea from Mesopotamia. The best evidences of Indian metallurgy are iron pillar of Mehrauli in Delhi and an idol of Gautam Buddha in Sultanganj, Bihar. They have not got rust even after thousands of years later after its manufacture. One of the famous metallurgists and alchemists of ancient times was Nagarjuna. He was an expert in transforming the base metals into gold. Born in Gujarat in 931 AD, Nagarjun was blessed with the power of changing base metals into gold and extraction of elixir of life as per the beliefs of people. Another treatise, Rasa Ratnakara, a book of chemistry, mainly deals with the preparation of liquids, mainly mercury. The book also emphasized on the survey of metallurgy and alchemy. To prepare the elixir of life from mercury, Nagarjun used animal and vegetable products apart from mineral and alkalis. He also discussed the transmutation of base metals into gold. Although gold cannot be produced, but the method has been used in producing metals with gold-like yellowish brilliance, which even helps in manufacturing imitation jewelry. The contribution of Nagarjuna in the field of chemistry has been immense as the idea of transformation of metals seemed to be taken by Arabs from the Indian books. Another treatise, Rasa Nava, is a Sanskrit text written in medieval period, 12th century, and deals with Tantrism. It works on Tantra deals with metallic preparation and alchemy under chemistry. The preservation of ancient literature was generally done on palm leaves. However, the use of paper began in medieval period. Kashmir, Patna, Murshidabad, Ahmedabad, Aurangabad, Mysore, etc. were well-known centers of paper production. The process of paper making was almost the same throughout the nation. After the advent of Mughals, the manufacture of gunpowder and its use in guns also started in India. Saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal were used in different ratios to produce different varieties of gunpowder. The casting of cannons is explicitly mentioned in Tujuki, Babri, to farm the chase. In the medieval period, the matchlock men were called Tufanchis. They were held in high esteem during the Mughal rule. For reference, matchlock men is a historical type of armament wherein gunpowder is ignited by a burning piece of flammable cord or twine that is touched to the gunpowder by the mechanism that the musketeer activates by pulling a lever or a trigger with his finger. मुंजनिक, ठीक है, ये क्या होता है? A catapult or ballistic device used in the medieval period to throw projectiles. अब serious 2022 का ये question है कि मुंजनिक क्या है? Aini Akbari discusses the regulation of perfume office of Akbar. Asmat Begum, mother of Noor Jahan, is credited with the discovery of attar of roses. In the field of geology, hydrology, and ecology, the contribution of Varaha Mihira cannot be forgotten. He lived in the Gupta period and was probably among the nine gems in the court of Vikramaditya. His predictions were so accurate that King Vikramaditya awarded him with the title of Varaha. He claimed that the presence of termites, dimak, and plants could indicate the presence of water in the particular area. A list of compromising a list compromising of six animals and 36 plants was given by him to indicate the presence of water. The earth cloud theory was also propounded by him in his book Brihat Samhita. किसने लिखा है? वराहमित्र ने। और ये एक encyclopedic work है। ये CSE 1993 का question है। Please note this down. He related earthquake to the influence of plants, behavior of animals, underground water, undersea activities, and unusual cloud formation. He also made contributions in astrology or Jyotish Shastra, Raseswara, Shaiva philosophical tradition, which advocated the use of mercury to make body immortal. अब हम बात करें शिप बिल्डिंग एंड नेविगेशन के बारे में देयर हैव बीन मेनी रेफरेंसेस ऑफ मेरीटाइम एक्टिविटीज बाय इंडियंस ड्यूरिंग द एंशिएंट टाइम्स. Sanskrit and Pali literature had a mention of shipbuilding and navigation activities. Yukti Kalpataru is a treatise in Sanskrit by Bhoj Parmar, which deals with the various techniques used in shipbuilding during the ancient times. The book contains minute details about the types of ships, their sizes, and types of materials used to build those ships. Indian builders possessed good knowledge about the materials used for shipbuilding during ancient times. The ships were primarily classified into two classes: Samanya, ordinary, and Vishesh, special class. The ordinary class is for sea voyage and had two types of ship: Dirgha type of ship, long and narrow hull, and Unnata type of ship, high hull. According to length and the position of cabins, the ships were classified into Sarva Mandira, cabins extending from one end of the deck to another, used for transportation of royal treasure and horses. Madhya Mar Mandira, cabin in the middle part of the deck for pleasure trip, and Agra Mandira, vessels used for warfare. Some of the Sanskrit terminologies used during ancient times for various parts of ship are anchor of the ship, Nava Bandha Kilaha, sail Vata Vastra, rudder of the ship, Jenny Pata or Karna, keel of the ship, Navatala या Navatala, or compass of the ship, Macha Yantra or fish machine in the shape of fish. नेक्स्ट है अदर इंपॉर्टेंट कंट्रीब्यूटर्स ऑफ एंशिएंट एंड मेडिवल इंडिया एक एक करके पढ़ेंगे. वररुचि appears as a distinguished character in Katha Sarit Sagar by Somadeva Bhatta in 11th century AD. Parai Petta Panthirukulam is a popular folk tale of Kerala. It states that Vararuchi was one of the nine gems of the court of Vikramaditya 57 BC to 78 AD. Acharya Pingal, 3rd to 2nd century BC. He was an ancient Indian mathematician and poet. He wrote the Chanda Shastra, also known as the Pingal Sutras. It is the earliest known treatise on Sanskrit prosody. Pingal was the first to use the concept of binary numbers. He also worked on Fibonacci numbers. Initially, it was called Matra Meru. Lagada Muni was an ancient Indian mathematician and astronomer. He is believed to have lived during 1200 BC. He wrote Vedanga Jyotisha that described the winter solstice for the for the period around 1400 BC. Jivak was a legendary physician of ancient India. He was described as the medicine king and was personal physician of King Bimbisara. अभी ये क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है यूपी यूडीए और आईडीए 2006 में. And Lord Buddha Jivak lived in the 5th century BC in Rajgriha or Rajgir under the Magadh Empire. Chaturved Prithudak Swami, 830 to 890. He was an ancient Indian mathematician. He is known for his work on solving equations. He wrote commentary on Brahmagupta's work. Aryabhatta too, 920 to 1000. He was an Indian astronomer and mathematician. He was the author of Mahasiddhanta. Next is Narayan Pandit, 1340 to 1400. Narayan Pandit was a medieval Indian mathematician and author of Ganit Comedy, Moonlight of Mathematics in 1356. He discusses mathematical operations. Next is Mahendra Suri, 1340 to 1400. He was a Jan astronomer of the 14th century and was patronized by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. He wrote the Yantra Raj, an astrolabal user's manual. Next is Madhav of Sangamagrama, 1340 to 1425. He was the founder of Kerala School of Astronomy and Mathematics. Madhava made significant contributions to the study of infinite series, trigonometry, algebra, and geometry. Next is Vata Seri Parameshwar Nambudiri, 1380 to 1460. He was an ancient Indian mathematician and astronomer associated with the Kerala School of Astronomy and Mathematics based on the several observations. Parameshwar revised astronomical computational parameters which came to be known as Draga Nita. Uh, Kelalur Neelakant Somayaji, a 1444 to 1545, he was a mathematician and astronomer associated with Kerala School of Astronomy and Mathematics. One of his noted works was the astronomical treatise Tantra Samgra. He also composed commentary on Aryabhatiya called Aryabhatiya Bhashya. Next is Chitra Bhanu. He was a mathematician in the 16th century of Kerala school, noted for for a concise astronomical manual. Karana, he was a student of Neelkantha Somayaji. Next is Mela Pathur Narayan Bhattathiri, 1560 to 1646 to 1666. He was associated with the Kerala School of Astronomy and Mathematics. His notable works include Prakriya Sarvasvan and axiomatic system elaborating on the classical system of Panini's grammar, and Narayaniyam, a devotional composition in praise of Guru Vayurappam or Lord Krishna that is still sung at Guru Vayur temple. अब दो लास्ट स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में बात करेंगे टू फेमस स्पोर्ट्स ऑफ इंडिया ड्यूरिंग एंशियंट टाइम्स. कलारी पयट्टू, इस पे क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है सीएससी 2014 में. क्या यही की इट वाज अ मार्शल आर्ट from Kerala, if it's South India, which was transmitted to China in the 5th to 6th century AD by a sage called Bodhidharma. The present form of judo and karate did originate from Kalari Payat. Next is Chaucer या फिर Pachisi, जिसको बोलते हैं. The game was known as Chaturang, meaning four bodies. It was played with counters of Aksh dice. It was played on a board called Ashtapad. Chaturang finds its mention in the famous epic Mahabharata, which where this game was played between Kauravas and Pandavas. Pachisi was later modified to use a cubic die and dice cup, which patented as Ludo in 1896 in England. With this, we have completed this chapter. Sorry, ये video थोड़ा लंबा था, but we needed to complete this chapter. So till then, keep studying, keep watching घटना सूत्र, and मिलते हैं next lecture में. Bye.